What is up, guys, and welcome back. So I thought I'd put up a quick video here explaining how the New Game Plus works. Now there's some pretty new original ideas they've got here, so let's have a look at it. So the New Game Plus, as standard, you will select that. Then it says play through the game again with all your upgrades and equipment obtained from previous playthrough. Fine, and we know that. Upgrades and crafting recipes will be available from the start of the game, where it will become available upon Eddie's arrival in Seattle. Fine, giving us some insight. Then you have this. So the Very Light is going to be standard Very Light on New Game and New Game Plus. Light on New Game Plus is more difficult than Light, as you can see on the right hand side there. So the whole aspect of creating a game that is a New Game Plus, making it easier for you with your upgrades, they've actually made it more difficult. So Light is more difficult than Light Plus. Moderate Plus is more difficult than Moderate, and so on and so forth. So that is a very cool twist they've done there. Then over here on the custom, which is something I've never seen on this before, you can customize your enemies and customize your gameplay quite a lot. So for instance, if you have your player all the way to the right as vulnerable, the difficulty in the center of the screen goes to Survivor Plus. If you pull it all the way to the left, making him very resilient, then of course the difficulty goes to Very Light or Very Light Plus in this instance. So as an example, let me continue through this quickly here. Enemies as well, you can make them super aggressive, so accuracy of enemies, gunfire and frequency of projectiles, aggression of enemies, advancing and flanking, complexity of enemies, melee combos, movement speed of certain high threat enemies, custom tuning to specific combat encounters. So you can make the enemies super passive, you can make your resilience very vulnerable, so the difficulty over here changes, Survivor Plus and Very Light. So again, on allies, you can make them super passive, making it the Survivor Plus difficulty, so they won't shoot enemies, or you can make them super aggressive, making it Very Light. And of course there's in-betweens there as well. Then the stealth as well, so the conditions for grabbing enemies and length of grace period before enemies will alert others, and enemies' perception through vision, hearing and smell. Smell referring to the dogs. So you can make them unsuspecting or blind in this case, or you can make them super vigilant, making it the Survivor Plus difficulty. Now another interesting one is the resources. That's not something I ever thought you would be able to customize, which is pretty damn awesome. So if you wanted to go to Survivor Plus on absolutely everything, making it super hard, but you could also make the resources common. So you could get a very difficult gameplay enjoying the hardest setting possible, which Survivor Plus is more difficult, like we said, than Survivor, and making the resources very, very light, making it, well, I can only assume, just a little bit easier. So that is just something I thought I would put up here and show, because I've had quite a few people asking me about the New Game Plus, so I thought I would put this up and have a look. So I think either this evening or tomorrow evening, depending on which one I can do, I'm going to start my live stream on standard Survivor Plus. So as you can see, there are not many options to go there, but Survivor Plus is more difficult than Survivor. And like I said before, you would think the game would be easier on Survivor Plus, but they've actually made it harder. So I thought, okay, well, let's try it on Survivor, and it's going to be super difficult. And now I figure out here that Survivor Plus is going to be more difficult. And of course, I'm going to play Survivor Plus because I want all my upgrades and the character upgrades and weapon upgrades. So that is going to be quite an interesting playthrough. So I'll either start my live stream tonight or tomorrow, and I will definitely be doing it on Survivor Plus, just to jump in the deep end, just to see how difficult it actually is and how much these things are going to kick my ass. So that's it, guys. Please remember, if you're having trouble with any trophies, you can email me from the description, and I can help you get those tricky trophies and the tricky platinums as well. So like I always say, guys, if you are enjoying the content, pretty please smash that like button, and if you are really enjoying it, then subscribe. So I want to say thanks for watching, and I want to catch you on the next one.